Blue sky, cool wind, bird dancing in the air. A family park built on a beautiful mountain in the middle of the city. Huge trees inside this park, soft grass, colorful flowers, an artificial lake built in the middle of the park. There are benches everywhere and swings for the kids. Different people walking around, some alone, some with family. Beautiful sound, different sound were pleasing to his ears. This boy is standing in the small area at the very end of this park. He was playing violin, his eyes closed. Some people inspired by his talent and filled the bag on the floor with money, and some were just ignore it. He was still smiling. A smile is his treasure. His smile that removed the worry. He gave 6 hours daily to this hobby. He was an ordinary violinist. He got this hobby from his teacher since childhood. He was eager to learn everything from childhood. He was successful in whatever he did, and his success was the hope. Hope people like him can do anything. Hope this world is also for people like them. He was still playing violin. His favorite song is Love Story, My Heart Will Go On, I Will Always Love You. He liked old classic and romantic songs. He played mostly 80s tune. Well, his favorite song was Love Story, which he used to play every day. He also received requests, which he fulfilled delicately. He didn't know who was around him and what was happening. He was just playing. People of all ages used to listen his music. Kids, old people, young women, men, teenagers, all his fans. But he did not know that he is that much famous. This park was a blessing for him. He used to do his concerts here every day free. People encouraged him. He had seen 27 springs of his life. His parents loved him very much. His brothers also were dear to him. He was everyone's darling. He remembered it too. When his parents were alive, they all spending vacation their grandpa home. His 4 brothers and their children's wives. They are all very happy. It did not seem that they all have a hatred in their hearts for each other. Time went on and his father last time come. That day was very painful. They are in the hospital. 16 days after his mother's death, his father's condition also started to worsen, and then they reached the hospital where his father was taking his last breath. Everyone was sad by his father's death. Everyone cried a lot. Well, it was all temporary. A few days later, when his late father's personal lawyer called them all and the property was divided, his brother and their wives showed their true faces. Kim Taehyung, Kim Namjoon, Kim Bogun, and Kim Seokjin. These 4 brothers are loved by their parents. His father, Kim Yong-gi, was very rich. His business was spread everywhere, but they live a very simple life. Mr. Yong-gi's sons are educated in their respective fields. 3 sons are married. There was the youngest, so he was everyone's darling. But an accident changed his life. 22-year-old Tae was going to another city with his friends on a university trip. Suddenly, their bus faced horrible accident. Some students died on the spot. Some were seriously injured. There was among those seriously injured. When Kim found out, the world was shakes. Well, after surgery, they was saved, but glass pieces in his eyes, he became permanent blind. The darkness of his eyes also darkened his heart. He who used to smile was now sad. He who sang now silent. He who was the light of his house put everyone in darkness. Everyone missed his smile, but they said time is the best healer. With time, he also started to come to life and he accepted his blindness. It was all his luck. He had left his studies incomplete. Now there was a stick in his hand instead of the car keys. But the determination was still the same. He was not going to give up. So he started blind study and completed his studies. Then he took different classes. He learned painting, skating, violin. Violin changed his life. He started playing violin, entertained his family. Time passed. Everything was good, but the death of his mother and then father weakened him. Well, greed is a very bad thing. It does not see anything. That what happened to him. When the property was being divided among all I were fixed on grandpa house and farms. His brother wanted that house, but that house come in their shares. Along with this, they become the owner of two farms that belongs to Mrs. K. His parents gave him most expensive property and house. And his brother, not happy, they took advantage of his blindness. And they make fake property papers and force him sign. All the property belongs to him. Well, he is weak, so he signed. Well, he now knew the reality of his beloved brothers. He could not bear all this, so he left. He left that house. He left that city. He left all good bad memories. He misses his parents. He misses old time. He misses mom laugh. He misses dad wrinkled hands. He misses friends. He misses everything. Well, time passed. After 3 years, now he is teaching at a blind school in Busan. He lives in a school building. Owner of this school considered there as his own son. He found there crying alone on the road. There was injured at time. He took it with him. Park Jimin, 35-year-old, run a blind school. He lived alone like them. When they heard their story, they couldn't sleep all night. When he find out they play violin, they hired him. They would become very good friends. Happiness in their life come as he found this spark where he play violin after school time. He took a deep breath and drank the water, searched the bag with the help of a stick, put his hands on the money. I earned lot money today. He smiled, picked up his violin and started walking back to his destination with the help of a stick. But, yes, but, he was not alone on his path. There was someone else who walked with him as a shadow every night. There was someone else who watched him from afar away. There was someone else who got addicted to his violin. There was someone else who came from a distance to see him. There was someone else who stood in front of him every day. Someone who never leave him alone. He used to walk with his unknown companion. He was still following him. Black cap, hands in pocket, long coat, branded shoes, a smile on his lips, happiness in his eyes. They stopped at a store, a short distance for his second destination. He grabbed his bags and started walking to his second destination with the help of a stick. The unknown person was also next to him. After some time, many children gathered around him at the sound of their stick. He smiled and started distributing things to everyone. This was his daily routine. He played violin in the park after classes, and whatever he earned, he would distribute food to the poor kids. He was relieved by doing all this. This was his daily job, and that unknown person was aware of this habit. He was following there for last 1 year. He knew their every activity. After some time, he said goodbye to all kids and reached his original destination. Opened the door and went inside and locked the door. That unknown person stood there for a while. Then, when all the lights switched off, he smiled, turned, and went to his destination, club.